94 Nissan Maxima upper high pressure power steering line. You got a banjo fitting right up here on the right front wheel well, and that was fairly easy to get off. 15/16 socket. I know it's metric, but I use a 15/16 socket anyway. I pulled the wheel off, jacked it all up. Make sure you take the hose with you when you go to buy a new one, because I found that the two hoses that are available for a 94, neither one of them worked. I had to actually go back a third time and get one for a 93 because these locating pins on the banjo fittings are oriented wrong for both the 94s, at least the Duralast brand, and the 93 worked just fine. The hardest part was getting to that banjo fitting up there underneath. There's the axle half shaft. You could pull that out and get to that banjo fitting, but that's a lot of work, and getting a socket on it was impossible too. So because I used this 1/2-inch breaker bar on top, but with a 15/16 socket, but the height of the socket and this would not fit between there, and plus I couldn't get any throw to it. So what I wound up using was a 3/8 shallow 3/8 drive ratchet. Probably a standard ratchet would work too, but the trick was using a crow's foot, 15/16 3/8 drive crow's foot. If you got one of these, it's nice because you can reorient all the time to get that thing off. And I just used that and a little pipe, cheater pipe on it, and it popped right off. I think the hardest part was getting the threads to that banjo fitting back on there, and I finally did, and that's how the job got done. So I hope that helped, because I sure could have used that help before I started.